Hello my dear students. In the last video lecture, I had explained you exercise 3.2 question number 1 and question number 3. Hope you have studied from that video lecture and practiced those sums in your notebooks. Now moving on with the same exercise, we are learning now today question number 5. So first of all, let us read the question number 5, that is on page number 137 of your textbook. The following sample data is obtained to study the relation between the number of customers visiting a mall per day and the sales that is in 10,000 rupees that has been given to you. It means there are two data that have been given to you, that is number of customers and the sales that is given to you in 10,000 rupees, that is the unit. So X that we are taking as the number of customers and Y that we are taking as the sales. Okay, now after getting the data, what would be our first step? That is to find the total of X and total of Y. That is sigma X and sigma Y. You can see the total of X that comes to 560 and total of Y that comes to 14.4. Now the first step that we have to find out, that is X bar and Y bar. On the basis of X bar and Y bar, value only will decide which formula has to be applied. Over here X bar is equal to sigma X upon N. So sigma X value, that is 560 upon N, that is total number of customers that has been given to you, that is 6. So 560 divided by 6, it would come to 93.33. In the same way, Y bar is equal to sigma Y upon N. Y bar is equal to sigma Y upon N. Sigma Y total that comes to 14.4. So 14.4 divided by number of observation, that is number of customers, that is 6. So 14.4 divided by 6 is equal to 2.4. Now after getting the value of X bar and Y bar, you can see their values are coming in point, not in integers. That is, it is coming in decimals. So when the value of X bar and Y bar are coming in decimals, we have to apply the formula, that is of N sigma XY. But over here we cannot apply the formula of sigma xy, we are applying the shortcut method, that is of UV. Already we discussed this formula in the previous sum also, in the last video lecture. You can revise from that also. Okay, now over here U is equal to X minus A upon Cx. Now you can see all the values of X, they are in multiples of 10. All the values of X, last value is coming as unit place, it is coming as 0. So all the value of X that are in multiples of 0. So I have taken Cx, that means each and every value of X that I will divide by 10. And A, that is the assumed mean. Over here assumed mean, the exact mean that came to 93.33. I have taken the assumed mean that is nearby to the exact value of mean, that is 100. And almost we have discussed that generally we are taking the middle value as the assumed mean. So over here I have taken 100 as the assumed mean. In case of Y also you can see I have taken the value of B as 2.5, that is the middle value of the data that is given of Y. Now over here 100, so X minus A upon Cx. X minus A, so each and every value of X that will subtract from 100 and divide by 10. Because again I am explaining Cx we have taken as 10 because all the values of X that are in multiples of 10. So now calculating the first value of X, that is 50. So 50 minus 100, that would come to negative 50. Negative 50 divided by 10, so it would come to minus 5. In the same way, second value, that is 70 minus 100, so it would come to minus 30. Minus 30 divided by 10, so it would come to minus 3. 0, 0 will be cancelled. Now in case of 100, so 100 minus 100, 0. 0 upon 10, so it would come to 0. So on, you have to find all the values of U. Now moving on to the column of V. V is equal to Y minus B upon Cy. Now Y, it means each and every value of Y that will be taking from the column of Y minus B. B value that I have taken as 2.5. We have discussed over here, generally the middle value that we are taking as the assumed mean. Over here we have taken the value of B as 2.5. That is nearby to the exact value of Y bar, that is 2.4. Okay, so 2.5, so each and every value of Y that I will subtract from 2.5 divided by Cy. Now Cy value that I have taken over here is 0.1. Why 0.1? Because you can see all the values of Y that are given in decimals. In order to remove that decimals, each and every value of Y that I have divided by 0.1. So you can see the values of V that is coming without decimals, because we have divided each and every value of Y with the Cy, that is 0.1. So first value you can see, that is y, that is 2.0. So 2.0 minus 2.5, it will come to minus 0.5. Minus 0.5 divided by 0.1. So it would come to, point will be cancelled. So it would come to minus 5. Now moving on, same value would come because next value of phi is also 2. So again 2 minus 2.5 upon 0.1, it would come to minus 5. Next, that is 2.5. So 2.5 minus 2.5 would come to 0. 0 upon 0.1. So it would come to here 0. So now it is in the same way you have to find all the values of v. After getting the value of u and v, you are doing the next step, that is we have to find out uv. It means the multiplication of u and v. So first value, that is minus 5 into minus 5 would come to positive 25 because minus minus plus. So plus 25. 3 5s are 15 but plus 15. Minus minus plus 0. So as it is 0, 3 into 11, so 33. 5 15s are, so 75, and 2 into 0, so it would come to 0. Now the last column that we have to find out as per requirement of our formula, that is u square. U square means multiplication of u twice. That means 5 will be multiplying twice, so 5 square, that would come to 25. 3 square, that would come to 9. Already we discussed that any of the value, whether it is negative in u, when you are finding u square, it would become positive. Now the next value, that is 0, so as it is 0 over here, minus 3 square, so it would come to positive 9. 5 square, so 25, and 2 square, so it would come to 4. Now after finding all the data, we have to find the total of each and every column. You can see the first column, that is sigma u, that comes to negative 4. Sigma v, that comes to negative 6. Sigma uv, that comes to 148, and sigma u square, that comes to 72. After getting all the values, we are placing those data in the formula. Again revising the formula, that is b is equal to n sigma uv minus sigma u into sigma v upon n sigma u square minus sigma u whole square. So n value that we are knowing, that is number of observation that is given to you 6. 6 into sigma uv, total of sigma uv, that is 148. So 148 minus sigma u, total of u, that is negative 4. So minus 4 into sigma v. What is the total of v? That you can see, that is negative 6. So into negative 6. In denominator, upon 6 into bracket sigma u square. So total of u square, that is 72. So into 72 minus sigma u whole square. Sigma u total, u's total, that is minus 4. So minus 4 square. Multiply by cy upon cx. In the third sum, in the last video lecture also, we had done this step of sum, taking the shortcut method. In that also we had applied the formula of cy upon cx. It means if in the column or in the table you are taking the value of cx and cy, then in the formula to find b also you don't have to forget to put cy upon cx. So over here cy value that we have taken as 0.1, you can see over here cy value that I have taken as 0.1 and cx value that I have taken as 10. So cy upon cx is equal to 0.1 upon 10. Now multiplying first of all 6 into 148, it would come to 888 minus 4 6 are 24, negative will become positive, so minus 24. This minus sign would be as it is, but this minus it would become plus 24. So minus 24 upon 6 into 72, it would come to 432 minus 4 square, it would become positive, so 16. But this negative sign would be as it is, whichever is outside. Multiply by 0.1 upon 10. Now 888 minus 24, it would come to 864, and 432 minus 16, that would come to 416. Multiply by 0.1 and in denominator multiply by 10. Now 416 into 10, it would come to 4160. And 864 into 0.1 you will multiply, you will get the answer, that is 86.4. Now dividing the numerator and denominator, 86.4 divided by 4160, it would come to 0.02. Now the value of b that comes to 0.02. After getting the value of b, the next step is to find a. Now what is the formula to find A? You are knowing very well that is A is equal to y bar minus b x bar. Already we have found out y bar and x bar, and b value just now only we had found out, that is 0.02. So placing all the values in the given formula. So first of all, y bar value that we have found out, that is 2.4. So over here you can see 2.4 minus b value that we have found out, that is 0.02 into bracket x bar. X bar value was the first step that we had found out, that is 93.33. So into 93.33. Multiplying these two values, we will be getting 1.87. Now 2.4 minus 1.87, it would come to 0.53. So value of A, that comes to 0.53. Students, whatever answer you are getting, have the habit to put it in box, so that easily it can be highlighted that this is the correct answer. Now the next step is to find the regression value of y on x. Regression value of y on x, you are knowing the formula, that is y cap is equal to a plus bx. A plus bx. Y cap means the estimated value of y. Over here y cap is equal to a. What is the value of a? That is 0.53. 0.53 plus what is the value of b? That is 0.02 into x. Now we have to find the value of y, estimated value of y, when the value of x that is given to you, that is 80. So when the value of x is equal to 80, so putting the value of x in this equation or in this formula, will be getting the estimated value of y. Y cap is the symbol to find the estimated value of y. So here you can see y cap is equal to 0.53 plus 0.02 into bracket in place of x. Now I am writing value of x, that is 80. Okay, so 0.02 into 80, that would come to 1.6. You will multiply these two values, 0.02 into 80, then it would come to 1.6. Now doing the addition of these two values, that is 0.53 plus 1.6, that is the multiplication of these two values. You will be getting the answer, that is 2.13, that is rupees 2.13, 10,000. I have written the unit, that is 10,000, because all the values of y you can see in the question that is given in 10,000. So last in the answer, don't forget to give the unit or to mention the unit, whatever is given in the question when you are finding the estimated value of y. So over here the final answer, that is when the value of x, that is 60, it means the number of customers when there are 60, at that time the sales, that would be rupees 2.13, 10,000. So that concluding line is to be written at last. So I hope students you have understood this sum. Now moving on to the next sum, that is question number 6. Let us read question number 6 of the same exercise, that is on page number 137. The following information is given for 10 firms running between business of clothes in a city regarding their average annual profit in lakh rupees and average annual administrative cost in lakh rupees. It means both the value are given in lakh rupees. That is average annual profit, and the second one, that is annual administrative cost. It means profit and cost. That are the two data that has been given to you. Now you can see in this type of sums, the x value and y value that are not been given to you. Here the direct values, that is of mean of x, mean that is x bar and y bar, that has been given to you, and standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y, that has been given to you, and last, that is covariance of xy, that has been given to you. So here you can see on the board that I have written the data, whatever has been given in the question, that is x bar is equal to 60, that has been given to you. Y bar, that is mean of y, that is given to you 25, standard deviation of x, that is 6, standard deviation of y, that is 3, and covariance of xy, that is given to you 10.4. These many data have been directly given to you in the question. Now seeing from the data that has been given to you, you have to decide which formula has to be applied in order to find the regression coefficient. From the data that has been given to you, you have to apply the formula, that is covariance of xy upon standard deviation of x square. In case of R, you might be remembering we had applied the formula, that is covariance of xy upon standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. Over here standard deviation of x square. Okay, so the formula according to that, covariance of xy data has been given to you, that is 10.4. So 10.4 upon standard deviation of x square. Standard deviation of x value that has been given to you, that is 6. Now 6 square that would become 36. So standard deviation of x square that would become 36. So 10.4 upon 36, it would come to, dividing both the values, it would come to 0.29. So the value of b that would come to 0.29. Now after finding the value of b, we have to find the value of a. So a that is coming y bar, formula we are knowing y bar minus b x bar. Y bar value that has been already given to you in the question, that is 25. So 25 minus b value that you have found out, that is 0.29, and x bar already that is given, that is 60. So multiply by 60. Now 0.29 into 60, that would come to 17.4. 17.4 that will subtract from 25. So 25 minus 17.4, it would come to 7.6. So that is the value of A. After finding the value of B and A, the next step is to find regression line of y on x. Here any of the value of x is not given to you, so we can find the estimated value of y. But the last step that has been asked, that is obtain the regression line of y on x. You can see in the question, only it has been asked, that is obtain the regression line of y on x. So the last step, that is regression line of y on x. We are knowing the formula, that is y cap is equal to a plus bx. So a value, that is 7.6, just now only we had found out, plus b value also we have found out, that is 0.29 into x. So the regression line of y on x, that would come to 7.6 plus 0.29x. So this is our final answer that has been asked in the question. Now similar way, the seventh sum is also given to you, that is also directly the data has been given to you. On the basis of data, we have to decide which formula has to be applied over here. So first of all, let us read question number 7 of your textbook. That is, the following information is obtained to study the relationship between average rainfall in centimeter and the yield of maize in quintal per hectare. It means the x, that is average rainfall, that is given to you in unit in centimeter, and the yield of maize that is given to you in quintal per hectare. So x and y data has been given to you, but directly the mean and variance has been given to you, and correlation coefficient. It means total 5 data has been given to you, that I have written already on the board, that is value of x bar, that is 82, value of y bar that is given to you 180. Mean means x bar and y bar. Now the next data that has been given to you, that is variance. Now variance that has been given to you, variance means sx square, and from that sx square, if you want to find sx, it means standard deviation of x, we have to find the root of 64. It means standard deviation of x, if you want to find, then 64 root, it would come to 8. In the same way, standard deviation of y square, it means variance, it would be 225 has been given to you. From 225, if you want to find standard deviation of y, then root of 225, so it would come to 15. So variance has been given to you. From variance, we can easily find standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. In the same way, if in the question it is given standard deviation of x, see in the previous sum it was given sx and sy. From that sx and sy, we will find the variance, that is sx square. Over here, sx square has been given to sy square has been given to you. From that, easily we can find sx and sy. Sx and sy means standard deviation, and sx square and sy square means variance of x and variance of y. It means whenever square is applied over here, then it becomes variance, and when only sx and sy is written, then it is standard deviation. I hope you have understood the terminologies. Now moving on, which formula has to be applied over here to find the value of b? You can see the data that has been given to you, that is sx square, sy square, and correlation coefficient has also been given to in the sum, that is 0.82. From that, we have to decide the formula. Over here, you will have to apply the formula, that is r into sy upon sx. So value of r that has been given to you in the question, that is 0.82. So r value that I have written 0.82 multiply by sy. Now how to find sy? Already I have shown, that is finding the root. Here square would be removed, so here it would become root of it. So root of 225, it would become 15. So 15 sy upon sx, that is root of 64, that would come to 8. So 15 divided by 8. 0.82 into 15 divided by 8. You can do either division of this two, whatever the answer comes, multiply with 0.82, or you can multiply 0.82 into 15 divided by 8. So over here you can see I have multiplied these two values, 12.3 divided by 8, it would come to 1.54. Now after getting the value of B, the next step that is to find the value of A. A is equal to y bar minus bx bar. Y bar value that has been already given to in the question, that is 180. So 180 minus value of B that we have found out, that is 1.54, into x bar. X bar value has already been given in the question, that is 82. So 1.54 into 82. Multiplying these two values, it would come to 126.28. Now 180 minus 126.28, value of A that would come to 53.72. Now after getting the value of A and value of B, we have to find, in the question it has been asked that when the rainfall, or that is X, we have applied the rainfall as X. So when the rainfall, that is X, is given to you 60, we have to find the yield of maize. The answer that would come in quintal per hectare, because the value of Y, that is yield, and it is given in quintal. So whatever the answer comes, whatever the estimated value of Y comes, at the end we have to compulsory write the unit over here. Now you are knowing the estimated value formula of Y, that is estimated value of Y is equal to A plus BX. So value of Y cap is equal to A. What is the value of A that we have found out? That is 53.72. So 53.72 plus value of B that we have found out, that is 1.54. So 1.54 and X value that we have to place as 60. So 60 into 1.54, that would come to 92.40. Adding that value with 53.72, so 53.72 plus 92.40, final answer that would come to 146.12. Answer is the value, that is yield per hectare, that we have found out. So unit, don't forget to place over here, that is quintal per hectare. So final answer that would come to 146.12 quintal per hectare. That is the estimated value of Y, yield per hectare of maize, when the rainfall is 60 centimeter, that has been given to you. So the last concluding line you have to, don't forget to write. That's all for today, students. In this video lecture we have completed 3 sums, that is question number 5, 6 and 7. Revise the sums from the video lectures. Till then, goodbye, keep practicing, stay blessed.